Greetings to everybody. So, I am Anitha, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Food and Nutrition, Bishop Biba College, Tiruchi. Today's session is about food preservation. In recent years, food processing businesses is all increasing. Many business based on food processing is increasing in numbers, in which food preservation plays a very important role. So, in this session, we are going to discuss in brief what is food preservation, need for food preservation and different types or the techniques involved in food preservation. So, first, what is food preservation? It is a process of prevention of decay or spoilage of food, thus allowing it to be stored in a fit condition for future use. So, it is also defined as it is the technique to prevent food spoilage, food poisoning and food microbial contamination in food products. Coming to the importance or the need of food preservation. So, with the help of food preservation, that is, we are converting the raw materials to finished products by value addition. So, by which we are decreasing the food wastage, increasing the storage life of the product, increases the availability of fruits and vegetables even in the off season, and we are making the food to be available even from the far places, and we are preventing the actions of enzymatic and microbial activities and also retain the quality of the food products. Coming to the reasons for food spoilages. So, first and foremost reason for food spoilage is growth of microorganisms. So, microorganisms are found all around us. So, once a fruit or vegetable is cut open, so it is exposed to the microorganism, which is a suitable medium for the growth of microorganism to multiply in numbers. So, next one is autolysis. So, it is the damage within the fruits and vegetable by the action of enzymatic activity. So, cells and the tissues are getting damaged. Next process is oxidation. So, this is also called as enzymatic or browning. So, when the cut open vegetables is exposed to oxygen, it gets reacted and it creates brown pigments, and other reasons are physical, chemical, biological and environmental factors are involved in the food spoilages. So, coming to perishable and non-perishable food products. So, perishable food products are easily spoiled, whereas non-perishable food products doesn't spoil easily. So, as the name say, it is perishable, its moisture content is above 50%. So, which is a suitable medium for the microorganism to multiply. So, as it is having a moisture content of more than 50%, it has to be stored in a temperature which doesn't allow the microorganism to grow. So, mostly refrigeration condition, that is from 0 to 5 degrees Celsius is sufficient, the temperature is sufficient for maintaining this perishable food products. So, example for perishable products are meat, poultry, fish, vegetables and raw fruits. Coming to the non-perishable food products, which is not easily spoiled, so it can be maintained in the room temperature, ambient room temperature itself. So, example for it is for non-perishable food products, it contains moisture content that is less than 10 to 20%. So, to non-perishable food products. So, non-perishable food products doesn't spoil easily as the moisture content is generally lower than 10 to 20%. So, it can be stored in the ambient room temperature itself. So, example for non-perishable food products are rice, sugar, spices, flour, maize, etc. grains and all we can include in this non-perishable food products. So, coming to the principles of food preservation. There are three main principles in food preservation. They are next coming to the principles of food preservation. So, there are three main principles of food preservation. They are prevention or delay of microbial decomposition, prevention or delay of self decomposition of food, prevention of damage because of external factors. So, let us see in brief one by one. So, prevention or delay of microbial decomposition, mainly because of the growth of microorganism, this principle is laid, and in this asepsis, first and foremost technique is asepsis. It is absence of infections. So, it is a product is completely filled in a bottle without the infection of microorganisms. So, that is the absence of infection. Next is preservation by high temperature. So, in high temperature two techniques are involved, that is pasteurization and sterilization. Pasteurization is applying heat below 100 degrees Celsius. It is also partial killing of microorganisms. Examples, milk and milk based products can be suggested. And coming to the sterilization, sterilization is applying heat above 100 degrees Celsius, and it is complete killing of microorganisms. Examples can be canned fruits and vegetables or canned food products. So, next preservation technique is by low temperature. So, low temperature, there are two techniques again, refrigeration and freezing. In refrigeration, the temperature usually maintained is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, where fruits, vegetables can be stored in to preserve the food products, and we can extend the shelf life to about 1 week. So, coming to the freezing, temperature is mainly from minus 18 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. So, meat and meat based products can be stored in this freezing temperature. So, next is preservation by chemicals. So, nowadays all the food products which we are getting from the market has some of the other preservatives, that is some of the other chemicals which is present in the food products. Even the packed food products contain the chemicals. Generally in the field of fruits and vegetable processing, benzoic acid, sulfur dioxide are used. Preservation by drying. So, drying techniques is just a removal of water from the foodstuff. It can be solar drying or artificial drying or also being done in this preservation. So, preservation by filtration. So, microorganisms are being filtered filtration techniques, this preservation by filtration. So, microbes are being removed with the help of filtration process also. Next, preservation by carbonation. So, carbon dioxide gases are flushed in the food products to increase the shelf life of the product. So, where oxygen is absent and carbon dioxide present, so it is not a favorable situation condition for the growth of microorganism. And preservation by sugar. So, many food products like jam, jellies are preserved with the help of sugar. So, generally a food which contains about 60 to 65% of sugar, that percentage or TSS we can say, percentage or TSS of sugar, it acts as a natural preservative. So, example as we already saw, it is jam, jelly based products. And then preservation by salt. Salt preservation, generally it is addition of salt for about 10 to 15%. Salt, generally in pickles we add salt and preserve the food products. And fermentation. So, pickles are again fermented. Fermentation process is done. So, lactic acid is generated in this process. Acids are also developed. So, like vinegar, acetic acid we add in the pickles and preserve the food products. And also we use oil and spices to preserve the pickles. Preservation by antibiotics. So, microbial activity is also destroyed by this antibiotics which is present in the microorganism. Preservation by antioxidants is also an important technique to increase the shelf life of the product. Next, finally, preservation by irradiation. Here we use gamma rays to reduce so finally preservation by irradiation, where we use gamma rays to stop the sprouting or ripening of the fruits and other products. So, next principle is prevention or delay of self decomposition of food. So, by destructing or inactivation of food enzymes. So, food enzymes, once an apple is cut open, it is exposed to air, the oxygen reacts with the air, presence of air, and it causes browning. So, this process can be reduced with the pre-treatments like blanching. So, blanching is a very important technique which reduces this oxidation process. So, once the in-house when we cut brinjal, we just cut it and we add it immediately into the water. So this is, so blanching is a pre-treatment involved before processing of fruits and vegetables to destroy the enzymatic activity. So preservation by antioxidants are also done. So antioxidants are used to protect the food deterioration caused by the exposure to air. So some of the antioxidant like BHA, BHT, that is a butylated hydroxyanisole, butylated hydroxytoluene are used in vegetable oil. Tocopherol, vitamin E is used in animal fat. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C is used in fruit juices, citrus oil, wine, beers. So lactic acid is also used in processed food, vegetable, canned fruits. Phosphoric acid in vegetable oils, animal fats and cola drinks. So finally, prevention of damage caused by external factors. So with the help external factors involved in the damage of the fruits and vegetables or insects, rodents, dust, odor, fumes and mechanical fire, heat or water damage. So these all can be prevented by the use of boxes, cartons and shock absorbing materials. Even sealed, it can be sealed tightly, like vacuum packaging technique can be involved in this, so that we can prevent the damage caused by the external factors. So this is all about the introduction and the techniques which are involved in the food preservation in brief. Thank you.